All right, guys, welcome to the channel, and let's get it. Hit one of our links in the description box below. Actually, we want y'all to hit all the links. They're in the description box where you guys can support. If y'all enjoyed this video, you love the content, you want to see more, you guys can hit the Cash App, PayPal link. They're in the description box below. We appreciate everybody who support that. Y'all can cop the merch. We'll put a link to get the merchandise in the description box as well. Also, follow us on all social media platforms, Facebook, X, and also Instagram. Those links are in the description box. The A Weapons album, salute to A Weapons. He rep Midlife Music. He's on a lot of our intros. R&B album is in the description box. The link to go get that, as well as the weight loss formula, straight drop weight loss formula. Go get that. The link is in the description box below. You guys can subscribe to our podcast, and you guys can go get a free website membership. That link and all the links, as always, will be down in the description box, and I'll pin it in the top of the comment section as well as a link most of the times to the story that we are bringing you guys, so you guys can actually see how it's being sourced. But let's get into this video. So today we're going to be talking about this situation right here.
This one right here caught me off guard, man. I don't know where this one came from, man. Shout out to the brother Kwame Brown, man. Salute to the homie, man. Apparently something went down with him and T-Mac, Tracy Mcgrady. We already understand the situation with him and the comments he previously made on Kobe Bryant. For you guys who don't know, T-Mac basically was just saying that he could have led the Lakers to the championships as well. He could have won with Shaq. I think Shaq came out and said that him and T-Mac could have won together. But a lot of people pushed back on Shaq because they was like, dog, you had a 60-win team with the Lakers before Kobe Bryant really started getting time. When you had Nick Van Exel, All-Star, you had Eddie Jones, All-Star, and you had 60-win teams in the West, and you couldn't even get to the finals. Then before that, when you had Anthony Penny Hardaway, a guy that was on T-Mac's level in his time, you got swept in the finals. You know, Hakeem packed you up and got y'all up out of there. So people wasn't buying when he said that about T-Mac. People pulled up a lot of T-Mac's, a lot of the qualities that he lacked that didn't allow him to be on the same level as a guy and reach the same heights as a guy like Kobe Bryant. And this was nothing new. This was stuff that was being said about him and Vince Carter, his cousin. They both had hype. Everybody loved them, but they said that the difference between them guys and Kobe was Kobe's will, his heart, and his desire. You know, they had all the athleticism, they had all the physical tools, the gifts, and everything. They just didn't have the heart, will, desire, and drive of a Kobe being Bryant. A lot of people did not like that. That went a wrong way with a lot of people in the sports NBA basketball community. Now, apparently, somehow in this whole conversation, I don't know how in the hell this happened, it went south with Kwame Brown and T-Mac. Now, I didn't see what T-Mac said, but Kwame said T-Mac said something. And so normally Kwame Brown ain't responding to nobody unless they said something to him, especially the way he responded. So, and the way he responded, he wasn't taking pleasure in what was said, I guess, or what was done towards him, in his opinion, because Kwame has been very vocal in defending Kobe Bryant and his legacy since a lot of these chumps got a lot of stuff to say since Kobe Bryant is no longer here. You know, it's kind of funny that Bean is no longer here, and everybody who had nothing to say, now all of a sudden they got something to say. Let's get into what Kwame Brown had to say. Shout out to the brother Kwame Brown, Bust Life.
Yo, man, well, Tracy Mcgrady was talking trash about me, and I never knew.
And see, he said Tracy Mcgrady was talking trash about him. So he started off by saying that. So T-Mac must have said something crazy that you already know. When you saying something about Kwame, you know he coming. It's not even a question.
I found out through YouTube. I'll be there. Yeah, I found out when I went viral on YouTube, people started playing clips of things. And I saw him say what he said. Out of nowhere, I'm mad about a trade with Kwame Brown and Paul Gasol. I'm like, that's crazy. Yeah. And I'm still mad to this day at the NBA for making the damn trade for Kwame Brown and Paul Gasol. Come on, guys. Reason with me on this. How in the hell you make a trade? And I'm still mad to this day at the NBA.
So that's how it started. So T-Mac had some things to say about Kwame Brown. You know what I'm saying? And they try to make Kwame the butt of these jokes. But as we pretty much all know, on if you on YouTube on social media, Kwame ain't going. He ain't going. He not going. And so with that being said, then came this.
For making the damn trade for Kwame Brown and Paul Gasol. Come on, guys. Reason with me on this. How in the hell you make a trade? And then he goes on to ask, how the hell you make a trade for Kwame Brown and Paul Gasol and all this? This ain't fair and all this other stuff. Just out the blue. Got these white boys snickering and kickering. I'm somewhere chilling, minding my business. I'm not living with regret like this punk. This nigga around here trying to rewrite history and put himself next to Kobe. This fragile knee, fragile back, ahi tuna jelly spine punk that played with Yao Ming and some of the best point guards you can find, and he'll stub his toe and fall out. Nobody don't want to tell you the truth, Tracy Mcgrady. You soft. That's why you an old nigga that retired that's living with regret. Don't try to put yourself up next to Kobe. Nigga, I'm living good. Nigga, I'm the landlord. You don't hear me up here talking about... And I got a great argument that I was the number one draft pick, but Michael Jordan came back. That's never happened to a number one draft pick. You, on the other hand, got the keys to a team. They traded I thought Vince Carter was your cousin. They traded Vince Carter for your soft self. You get there, and every other 2 seconds you hurt. So how in the world can you even compare yourself to somebody like Kobe when Kobe can have a damn near a broke shoulder, a dang near ankle that he could barely put a shoe on, and Kobe was playing for something bigger than himself, you soft back punk? Nigga, Kobe would have a swole up knee, broken rib, and he gonna play because he playing for his legacy. He playing for that kid in the stand that he wanted to inspire. You ain't never play for that, punk. You ain't never play for that, and that's why you ain't never win. You want to sit up here and snicker and kicker about somebody else like you was somebody great. You was a goddamn naturally God-given talent that didn't work, you punk. And when Kobe got around you, he zapped your energy. He even said it. You were one of the most offensively gifted players he'd ever played against. He even said you gave him problems in one-on-ones. But guess what he said about you? Even he said you were lazy. You would get hurt in workouts. Nobody even touching your soft self. You getting hurt and cramping up and passing out in workouts. But you want to compare yourself to Kobe now that he dead. Why you ain't compare yourself to Kobe while he was alive so he could talk about some of them workouts y'all had where he'll make you quit? Why don't you talk about that? Why don't you talk about when you and Bean used to work out together, you want to call him your brother, that Bean would make you quit, would make you say uncle. And now you want to compare yourself to him now that he can't defend himself. You little crybaby. You want to rewrite history. Well, if I was... Imagine Kwame Brown saying that. Well, if I was to trade places with Kenya and went to play with Jason Kidd, where I could use my athleticism and just run and jump and dunk and then post up, I would, and not play with Gilbert Arenas, I would have been in a better position. Not play with Michael Jordan. You think I wouldn't have won? You don't get to do that, you crybaby. You not like that. You not in that status. Were you a hell of a player? Yes. Could somebody chuck you in the back and rattle you? Yes. Could they get physical with you and you quit? Yes. You had team after team and chance after chance, and you never stepped up to the plate. So it don't matter if you would have had Shaq. Shaq would have got hurt in the final, you would have got hurt right behind him.
Damn. Like, listening to that, damn, he said Shaq would have got hurt in the finals, you would have got hurt right behind him. See, and those are the moments right there, like, you know, could you do those type of things that Bean did? When Shaq went down, Kobe, he hurt and still took over the finals. Both of them was hurt. Kobe had hurt his ankle, but he still took over those final moments. All in the Western Conference, when they going through that tough-ass West, Kobe Bryant slaying all these cats. The Spurs, all these other teams, man. Bro, man, it ain't easy just to put people's names and their talent in that place with Bean Bryant, man. Bean was something different, man. He cut from a different cloth, man. Cut from a different cloth, man. Y'all got to let me know what y'all think on this, bro. Cats keep trying to say Kobe name and stuff like that. A lot of these cats really don't understand why a lot of the guys who played got Kobe Bryant over all these other dudes, except for Mike. Because they know. If you know, you know. And if you don't know, man, something wrong with you.
Hey, I really appreciate you guys for supporting the channel, supporting the network. Like, share, and subscribe once again. There are links. Get the free membership on our website. That way you guys won't miss any of our news update stories or videos. They're all on the website, ticketvmedia.com. You go over there. You can go right to the members part and become a free member. That way you guys will get all the updates. Also, Straight Drop Weight Loss Formula. Make sure y'all go tap in and copy some of that, as well as subscribing to our podcast show. Link will be pinned at the top of the chat down there below. And also, we just appreciate all y'all who support the channel. Cash App, PayPal.